Well, today's video is a haul video from my recent trip. As I mentioned to you guys, I was heading over to London, Amsterdam, and Paris. London was actually just a stopover for me. I flew from here to London. I fly generally Virgin Atlantic, absolutely love the airline. And then I took a plane from London to Amsterdam, and then traveling Amsterdam to Paris and then back to London, I went by train, which is absolutely one of the nicest ways to travel if you get over to Europe. Amsterdam definitely should be on everybody's bucket list. It is just an absolutely phenomenal city. It's a city of, I believe, 39 museums, which of course I couldn't get to all of them, although I would have definitely loved to. The weather was not the best. October is definitely a rainy season, and we had 2 days of really torrential rains. When I say we, I did mention that I traveled with my sister-in-law. We've traveled for years. We generally try to take a week a year and go off somewhere. We've been to Italy, to France, to Spain. We've covered quite a lot of ground, and we hope to do it for many more years to come. But as I said, Amsterdam is an absolutely amazing city. The weather wasn't the greatest, but it didn't matter at all. We absolutely loved it. Now, Amsterdam is a major hub for Europe, so it was a little bit surprising for me flying over there. I didn't realize how big it was, and I didn't realize how big the airport actually was going to be. But forgetting all of that, the city itself is just an amazing city to visit. Of course, the city is full of all these phenomenal canals. Most of the transportation is done on bicycle, and the bicyclists, of course, have the right of way. As a matter of fact, the area for the bicyclists is actually larger than the area for the cars. I drive a fairly large sedan, which definitely would not make it over there. And I think on my next trip, because I definitely want to go back, I definitely want to get a bicycle and do some touring, hopefully if I go back when the weather is a lot better. For museums, we went to the Anne Frank Museum, we went to the Wright Museum, we went to the Van Gogh Museum. I am a huge fan of Vincent van Gogh, or Gogh as they say in Amsterdam, which is probably the correct pronunciation. I'm sure I've mispronounced it all these years, although I guess that's sort of the American pronunciation of Vincent van Gogh is Vincent van Gogh, as I think it's even in the song, that famous song from years ago. And that was definitely one of my most favorite visits because I'm just such a huge fan of his art and actually of his writing. I don't know if you are interested, but there's a book, Letters to Theo, that he wrote to his brother. And considering the fact that he died at, I think, age 37, it's pretty amazing to read and to think about his life in such a short time span. One of the best finds in museums that I went to was a museum of handbags and purses that I happened to just find as I was searching around before I went. And it's in a home from, I think it was the mayor's home in the early 1600s, and it has been restored, but they've kept the integrity of the building, which is absolutely phenomenal. There's actually on one of the floors a little cafe that you can go to that I'll try to put some pictures at the end. That was absolutely great, but the bags themselves were just phenomenal. There was a bag from Imelda Marcos, a bag from Grace Kelly, Elizabeth Taylor, Hillary Clinton, just unbelievable bags from all different periods. Some of the bags that I've collected on my own, and then some of the bags that I'm sure that you guys know, between Chanel and Dior and all the different various bags that so many of us love. As a matter of fact, my first purchase that I'm going to share with you was actually an inspiration from a bag that I saw that was Imelda Marcos's bags. Now, of course, she was very famous for her shoes, but this bag was there. I'll put up a picture so you can see it, and then I'll quickly show you that I happened to walk into a store and saw something very similar, which is this bag. This is a wooden enamel bag. Get a little bit closer so you can see it, and I just couldn't resist it. I just felt that this, let me just open it for you so you can see that it has a chain that goes to it. And I just felt that this nice black suit or black dress or really pretty much anything, and it would just be such a stunning piece, almost like a piece of jewelry on its own. So I had to pick that up and of course add it to my handbag collection, which is definitely as as extensive, or probably more so, than my makeup collection. Now, for purchases for makeup or skincare products in Amsterdam, I only went to one store. I'm going to put the name of it here because I forget, and actually someone told me about it either on a video or tweeting or Instagram, and I'm trying desperately to find so I could say thank you in this video to you, but I couldn't find the post for some reason. So if you're watching this and it was you, please let me know down below so I can give you a proper thank you. So I went to this store that had different, actually most of the makeup was there were brands that we can get here in the United States, so I didn't pick up anything, but I was interested in seeing if there was anything that I could pick up that was in the skincare line, and the only thing that I could find was actually a Swedish line, and it's called Estelle and Tilde, maybe, T-H-I-L-D, and I picked up their Recovery Night Cream and their Lifting Eye Serum. This is an organic line out of Sweden, and let me just quickly read something that I wrote down so that I can tell you a little bit about the company. It's the story about the founder is Pernilla Ronberg, and when she started to reflect on the future of her daughters, whose name were Estelle and Matilda, so I guess it's Tilde, maybe it's Estelle and Tilde, and the world which they would grow up in, she decided to form her own line. And together with a team of experts, she created what she herself found lacking on the market, a range of pure organic products of the highest possible quality. So she developed the brand based on the most exclusive extracts and oils nature had to offer, which was free from additives such as parabens and mineral oils. And this is the line that she came up with. I tried one of their samples and just felt the cream on my hand was just so luxurious. I haven't tried them yet, so I will definitely give them a try and then do a follow-up to let you know what I think about them. But those were the only two makeup / skincare products that I picked up when I was in Amsterdam. Okay, so now on to Paris, which of course, as I mentioned, I took a train and then traveled into Paris. And of course, in Paris, I had to go to City Pharma, which was the pharmacy. You know, in Paris there are pharmacies everywhere, and it's sort of sad to think about what's happened here in the States. The large box stores, the CVS's and Rite Aid and Walgreens, have really pushed out all of the small little neighborhood pharmacies that used to be where you could really get the one-on-one care. Of course, Sanni, and I'll put her link, of course, I'll try to put her name right, her YouTube channel right here, and of course a link down below. She did a video on where she shops in Paris, and this was a pharmacy that she and actually some others had recommended was really the pharmacy to go to. So I went and of course definitely did quite a bit of damage there. They're extremely helpful in helping you part with your money when you walk into the place. So of course one of the first things I have to show you, which I'm sure that you're absolutely bored of seeing, is my Bioderma. I did buy 3 more bottles of it, and then I couldn't resist. I picked up 3 bottles of this, the little size. I just absolutely loved it. And generally when I travel, I'm always looking for a bottle to transfer to. So I now have these bottles, which I hope, I'm not sure if they open the same way. You do know that when the Bioderma is real, you can't unscrew the cap. The cap, that's how you know whether you have a real product or not. So I'm not sure yet whether those unscrew that I will be able to fill them, but I'm definitely going to try to do that. The next thing I picked up are some items from a company called Filorga, F-I-L-O-R-G-A. And to just read to you quickly about the line, it was developed in the late 70s by a French doctor named Michael Tordman, who was really into cellular biology, and he gathered around him a college of experts to launch an advanced research program on skin and aging. In 2007, the laboratories Filorga gave birth to the first French dermo-cosmetic range directly inspired by doctors and plastic surgeons, and they're recognized as experts in skin aging. So I picked up 3 products. I was sort of reading before I went to see which ones I wanted to try, and then I asked the person in the pharmacy. So I picked up something called Hyal Defense, which is a hyaluronic acid serum. I picked up a Sleep and Peel, which is a resurfacing night cream. And you can tell by the size of that, this is 1.69 fluid ounces. This should last quite a while. And I picked up their Meso or Miso mask, which is an anti-wrinkle lightening mask. and we know how much we love masks, so I picked that up to try. I've heard a lot of good things about this line. I know my friend Giada in Italy has spoken about it, and I think Tammy, Uppy Speed 59, has spoken about it also. So I picked all three of those up to try. As you can see, they're closed packages. I can't even show you what they look like inside. I haven't opened them yet. I have so many things I'm trying to work through that I don't want to really open them quite yet. So the next thing I picked up are some items from a company called Inca Rose. And actually, let me show you their BB cream first. I had thought that I was going to get away from BB creams, CC creams, and whatever other letter they come out with. And then I was very intrigued by this because the pharmacist or the person helping the pharmacy actually put some of this on the back of my hand. And as I was walking around, both my sister-in-law and I kept going, wow. Wow, we kept looking at it and we thought it really made a huge difference. And I think this might be a little bit similar to what I've heard people speak about with the Rachel K, as far as giving your skin just a really natural glow to it and filling it in. Pretty much I think people use it before they use makeup, but actually I'm wearing this today and I'm not wearing any kind of foundation over it. I like it that much. The only issue is the fact that it's only an SPF 15, which I'm not crazy about, but that I'm going to try to work around that. So this is their BB Cream Hyaluronic. It's a multi-active SPF 15 BB cream. Now the only problem was that as I put one into my car, I was walking around to Sanni, I really liked the way that it looked. I decided I'm going to go back and get another one because when am I getting here again and will I be able to get it when I get back? And I went and grabbed another one, and unfortunately, you guys can see that, it says medium on it. So it does come in light, it does come in medium. I'm actually wearing the medium today just to see how much of a difference it is, and I'm not sure that there really is. So I might just keep them both opened and sort of mix them together because I think that the color seems to be fine, and the finish on my skin is so, so nice. Definitely don't need to use any, I don't think so anyways, they don't need to use any foundation. So because I was intrigued by how great I thought my skin looked with the BB cream, I decided I wanted to try something else from their line, of course. And I picked up this Supreme Cream, and it says this is an innovative anti-age restructuring treatment offering balanced nutrition and repairing action for mature skins. So I picked that up to try. And again, haven't tried it yet, so I think I just want to do this video to show you guys what I picked up, and then I will do some follow-ups to let you know what I think of the products. So the last thing I picked up from Inca Rose, and actually from the pharmacy, is this product called Extra Pure Hyaluronic Deep Filler. This is for your eyes and also for around your mouth area. And again, I haven't tried that yet, but I definitely will and get back to you guys. I definitely have a lot of great things to play with. Let's see if this is listed at all in English. It is. Super hydrating, toning, anti-wrinkle action with high purity and biodisposability hyaluronic acid and something else, ECM something other, for its skin repairing properties against the aging process, specific for forehead, around the eyes, mouth, nose, and lips. Reestablishes immediately and maintains longer the hydration of the skin, increases its tone and elasticity, rejuvenates visibly the aspect of the face. Sounds absolutely like heaven in a bottle or jar, as this might be. And again, I'll give it a try and I'll let you guys know. So the last thing that I want to share with you guys actually is a scarf that I bought, which I am madly, madly in love with. It's a company in Paris called, I think, Silk and Cashmere. I bought my husband a black and gray one, and I could not pass this one up for myself when we get a little bit closer. I think that you can see that there's like a little lace detail in here. This, of course, is gray, and it's gray and purple. It is absolutely divine. It feels absolutely amazing, amazing on. I am so crazy about it. Let me see if I can quickly put it on to show you guys. Oh God, I just absolutely love it. It just feels so great. It's so nice and soft. The one that I bought him, which I mentioned, was black and gray, and I also got him matching gloves. He absolutely adores. And then finally, I just wanted to tell you guys, I'm assuming that some of you are going to think, because you know that I travel only with a carry-on, I never check my bags, and you're probably wondering, how did I get all these liquids back? So here's what I do. I keep a foldable bag in my bag, so in case, like I would ever travel and not bring anything back. In case I want to bring things back, what I do is I transfer most of my clothes to this. This opens up to a large bag, which I carry on, and then I take my rolling suitcase, and I put all my liquids in it, and I check that through so I don't have to worry about the fact that you can only take in, 3 ounces of, maximum of 3 ounces of liquid in one of those small Ziploc bags. So that's how I do it, in case anybody was wondering. So that's it. That's my haul. Take care. Speak to you soon.